everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sofia, the Bookish floor, and today it is the final day of Bookmas. So if you have been joining me for Bookmas, thank you so much, and you might be a little surprised. So yes, like I said, this is the final day of Bookmas, and day 12 was not supposed to be the final day. But I'm cutting my losses and I'm gonna cut it short here on day 12 because I think, yeah, this is gonna be it. When I started this challenge, same as last year, it was 24 books in 24 days. I started this year planning to read one book a day, and my plan was actually to start early, maybe do a book a day, start posting December 1st, but to be able to start maybe late November, maybe like a week, the last week of November, and be like a week ahead and just start reading, filming, editing, having it already uploaded and be ready just to be live on the 1st. And do a little bit of work ahead, because last year was really difficult. We know that the holiday season is full of activities, full of things to do, and being able to do like the 24 days up to the 24th is gonna be super difficult for anyone. And obviously I don't want to be filming and doing anything on the 24th, especially because here in Mexico, the 24th is the main day. That's the day that you actually celebrate with your family. And then on the 25th, you actually, it's more of a day of rest. Sometimes you open presents at midnight, and then the 25th is just a day that you're with your immediate family. And sometimes you go and have like a low-key dinner with some other members of your family, or sometimes you are even like staying home. But the main day is the 24th. So obviously that's not a day that you want to be filming and doing things, because that's the main day that you spend with your family. So I didn't want to do that. And I was planning on doing things ahead of time, but just I couldn't do it. But there were several things that I had to do, things that happened. And as much as I planned, this year has been the year of planning and not being able to execute. So many things have been thrown my way, and I'm gonna do that in another video before the end of the year of all the things that I had planned and all the things that I didn't achieve. But anyway, because of that, I'd rather just spend the rest of the week, and next week that's gonna be Christmas, just chilling and not worrying about this. And I think 12 days of Bookmas is more than enough. I'm happy with my achievement. I'm happy with my 12 books and my videos. I think it's gonna be a total of 10 videos, or maybe a little bit less. The whole point is that I wanted to read a book a day, and not necessarily that I wanted to post a video a day. And I was able to achieve that up to day 12, and I think I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and talk about the books that I was actually able to read and finish my Bookmas with. So the first book that I'm gonna talk to you guys about, I actually listened to it in Spanish, although it is a book that is originally in English. And this is Un Regalo para Navidad, Serie Central de Navidad. Is book number 4, it says. It's by Carolyn Mickelson and Natalia Steckel, and it's the 4th book in a series. It's called Christmas Central, I think is the series, and it says gift for Christmas. I guess is a direct translation, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. And based on the cover, honestly, I just wanted like a short book, something fun. I had already picked it, and I picked a couple of them from the series. I thought this was book number 1. It actually said that it was book number 1 and not book number 4. So I don't know if I made a mistake. I think maybe I probably did. But yeah, this story was actually very surprising and very cute. This is about a girl who wins a contest. Like, she writes an essay and she wins a contest to go visit the North Pole and gets like a week vacation at Santa's workshop. like a resort vacation at Santa's workshop. So she actually gets to go visit Santa, and Santa assigns this guy Garrett to be his tour guide and to be his companion throughout the week. She gets to join in like the festivities, and she gets to go to the workshops and work with the elves. She brings presents. She brings presents for like everyone. There's an assistant called Jody, I believe, that she gets along with. So she like fully wins a trip to like the North Pole, and she gets like the royal treatment there. So it's very cute because it's like this fantastical, like, sounds like a kids movie, but it's for like grown-ups. This story, it sounds like a kid's story, but it's for grown-ups because it's this grown woman who wins an essay to go spend the week at Santa's resort, I guess, or whatever you call it, in the North Pole. And this guy Garrett, turns out that he was found by Santa when he was a baby, I guess, a kind of like an elf thing, and they weren't able to find his family, so he stayed there, and he's kind of like a Grinch, like everybody likes him and everything, but he's kind of like grumpy pants, unlike elf. And they kind of assign him to this lady in order for him to maybe soften up a little bit, and obviously like a romance ensues because this is a holiday romance. So I thought it was very cute. It's an incredibly short book. It's just an hour and a half long in an audio, so super short. I thought it was very sweet and very cute and very hallmarky, very Netflix kind of movie. And like I said, this is the 4th in a series. Again, I thought it was number 1. There's not much to it. If you're into that like fun, hokey, fantastical Christmas type movies or books where you can just relax, like, don't think about it, just let it go, hot, frosty kind of story where you can just kind of like turn off your brain and just have fun for the holidays and be taken away by the whimsy. This is it. This is that kind of story. And again, it's so short that you can just do like a chore, an activity, a craft, like something that you're doing while you're wrapping gifts, whatever it is that you're doing for the holidays, baking cookies. Put that audiobook and just relax and do your activity, whatever it is, and enjoy this book. Honestly, I think I gave it 3 stars because I can't give it anymore. It's not like this deep. It's not like it's a super amazing written book. It's just a basic, cute, whimsical story. It's sweet and it's cute, and that's it. There's not anything else that would merit like a 4 or 5 star. Like a 5 star is a book that changed my life, and a 4 star is a book that is so good everybody needs to read it. Like, it's an amazing book. This is a good, cute holiday book. So it's a 3 star. It's a good rating. I would recommend it for that whimsical time if you want to go ahead and read it. And then my final book for my 12th day, this was totally by accident. I didn't mean to do that, but on the 12th of December, I know this is not going up on the 12th of December. Again, like I said, life happens. I have a sick little reader at home, and obviously I wasn't able to film and edit and all that, and I'm just doing this during a break, but I didn't want to like postpone this any longer, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. But on the 12th day of December, I read the 12 Days of Dash and Lily, and this is book number 2. of Dash and Lily. I guess that's the name of the series. And Dash and Lily is book number 1. I already read it like 2 Christmases ago, and I really like it. And if you guys don't know, there's a series on Netflix. It's an 8-part miniseries of Dash and Lily. They are high school students who are living in New York City. Lily is this whimsical, magical, wonderful creature who loves Christmas and anything around Christmas. And she leaves a notebook one day in the Strand, at the Strand. And this guy named Dash finds it, and it's a book of theirs. I think that book is actually called Dash and Lily Book of Theirs. And it's a book of theirs, and he takes it, and they start kind of corresponding amongst each other through the book, and they get to know each other and all that. Book number 2, if you don't want to be spoiled with book number 1, book number 2 continues the story of Dash and Lily. And honestly, I really like book number 1. The writers of the Dash and Lily series are also the writers of Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. If you haven't read that one or watched the movie of that one, I also recommend it. So I really like them as writers. I really like the adventures in New York City. I know this is high school, but they don't actually sound like high school a lot of the time. Sometimes, especially Lily in this case, she does a little bit more. But it's okay if you're like whimsy and all that. Again, that's fine. This is a YA, so it's expected. And the other books, they didn't sound so much like high school students. In this one, she does sound a little bit more, but that's fine. Obviously, that's their age. If you're not really into YA, this might not be for you. But if you are and you don't mind it, this is a good book. And if you have read the first one, obviously you're gonna like this one because it's a continuation of their story. Something that's happened to Lily and that wonderful, whimsical girl that loved Christmas is kind of not there anymore, and is kind of the need to bring her back. And that is the story of this second book. So if you think that sounds intriguing, maybe what happened to her to make her not enjoy Christmas as much, and how can they get her back, or if they can actually get her back to enjoying the holiday as much as she used to, maybe check this book out. But I really did enjoy it. I also took my time with it. Like I said, I started on the 12, but I actually wasn't able to finish it because of circumstances. I decided to take my time with this book, just read it slowly while I was busy, occupied doing other things. And yeah, I'm glad I took my time and not just kind of skim through it or speed up the sound or whatever. I just decided to just pause whenever I had to and just continue it. And that's why I decided to cut the challenge short on the 12, because I noticed that things are starting to snowball, because it is the 12th of December, or right now it's not anymore. Today is the 16th, I think. So things are starting to snowball, things are starting to happen. We're getting busier and busier, things we are not planning on happening, like getting sick. And I think the next one to get sick is probably gonna be me, because I'm taking care of little Reader, and usually what happens when I'm taking care of her is I don't get sick, but as soon as she gets better, it is my turn, because I have been taking care of her. So I'm anticipating that probably is gonna happen. Hopefully not. I've been taking vitamins and things like that, and eating all my fruits and veggies and all the stuff that I need to not to get sick. But hopefully I don't. But if I do, I mean, I'd rather just cut this short and end it right here. So yeah, that's it. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and check out my bingo card. I have a feeling that Dash and Lily are gonna help me out a lot, because they go on these adventures all over New York City, and they do a lot of things, and they oh my god, I think they are gonna help me out a lot. They a lot of things happen in this story, so there's a lot of characters, a lot of items, a lot of things that go on. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to check a lot of things. So for example, the first thing is that Dash and Lily in this story are doing some sort of gifts for a lot of people, so I can check my gifts right there. And I also go to like a play where there's like a ballerina, so I'm gonna go ahead and check right there. They also have Santa, so right there we're gonna check it. What else? Oh, there's a sweater. There's an incident with a sweater, so right there we're checking the sweater. Let's see, what else can I check? They're always going to this coffee place bakery, so there we go. On the other book that I read, they are going to Santa's workshop, so obviously we're gonna have like the toy soldiers, and they're always talking about the stockings, so yeah, right there. And oh, there's mistletoe also, so yeah, right there. And there's also mistletoe on think on Good Spirits. I didn't mark mistletoe earlier because I was pretty sure that I was gonna see it throughout the different books. And yeah, obviously we have that one. The snow globe, the candles. Yeah, there's candles and there's a fire. So yeah, definitely on Dash and Lily, I have that one. I might tell you a whole plot just with the items. I think I am gonna be able to do that. There's a card. There's a tree that they have to decorate with ornaments. A snow globe. Do we have a snow globe? I don't remember if we have a snow globe. A bow, and this is holly. Oh, and then there's a lantern. I'm gonna leave those, or did we? You know what? I'm gonna leave those, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do my bingo right here. So yeah. And let's see if I was able to do all the prompts. Read a book with a different holiday. Read a book with a movie adaptation. Should I count Dash and Lily because I read the book? Probably not, because I didn't read the exact book. So I think I'm not gonna count those two. Read a book with a different holiday, I'm not gonna count that one. Well, I read Winter Solstice, and I guess we do celebrate Winter Solstice, which is a different type of holiday. So the only one that I wasn't able to do on the extra round is read a book with a movie adaptation. So I didn't do that one. And let me see, on the regular prompt, read a book about a different holiday tradition. Well, no, I didn't. Different holiday, Winter Solstice, but they didn't have a particular tradition there. I mean, they have a tradition for the animals, but not for the people. I read the little book of winter, and it does give you a lot of activities. I guess I could mark it there because it does give you a lot of activities that you can do for winter, but that's not necessarily like traditions. I can mark it as half a point, I guess, because they tell you a lot of things that you can do during the winter, but not necessarily holidays. So I'm just gonna mark it as half. So I guess I kind of missed a prompt and a half and a couple of the bingo items. So I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good for only 12 bucks. I am gonna continue reading. Hopefully I get closer to my goal. I did not haven't achieved my goal for the year, my reading goal. That's okay. I'm not freaked out about it or anything. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I know that a lot of people, when they don't achieve their goal, they tend to change it, lower it, or something. I'm not gonna lower it. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get to my actual goal, which is 120 books. My usual goal is 100 books a year. This year, I decided to be more adventurous and bump it up to 120. There's no way I'm gonna get to 120. I'm up to 88 books. So it is safer for me to think that I might get to 100 books if I continue to do my Bookmas. I'm actually listening to another book right now, but I'm not putting any pressure on myself. Like I said, I might not be able to do many reading or listening or anything. Usually when I get sick, you would think that I'm not doing anything, so it's the perfect time to curl up with a book or listen to a book. But all I want to do when I feel like that is just binge watch TV. And if I feel like that, I know that I'm not gonna touch any book or audiobook. So I'm probably gonna stay at 88, maybe 89. I might get to a 90 books. So next time you see me, it's probably gonna be like my recap of the year, how I did, what happened, what didn't happen, and all that. So anyway, that is gonna be it for Bookmas 2025. Let me know if you did that challenge. Let me know if you read 24 books, if you read 12 books, if you read any Bookmas, if you read any Christmas, holiday, winter books. What are you doing in December for your reading? If you have a completely different TBR, put it right there in the comments. And if you don't know what to comment, why don't you just go ahead and leave anything Christmas, whimsical, anything you want right there in the comment. Remember that on the description you have all the ways that you can support my channel. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and share anywhere you can. That really does help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to keep reading and keep blooming, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.